Are you in the danger room? Yeah, you in the danger room. Come on now.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video, and this is going to be my first actual live video footage recording, kind of me like playing a game. I actually wanted to discuss the 2B buffs and how these buffs can actually really help her. I personally didn't think she was crazy of a character. That could be just me though, seeing that I didn't play too much Grand Blue. I still don't play too much Grand Blue, but I'm looking to really get back into it. But yeah, I actually just wanted to talk about these buffs and how these buffs can help her and what they do for her. And I think this can be actually really game changing for somebody like 2B because her neutral game, her pressure game, all of that is a lot better. And I think she's a lot more safe now with her options, and she doesn't get as punished anymore for what she does. So we're going to go over the first few things about these changes. We're going to talk about the changes, what they can do, what they mean, all of that. You feel me? So let's get to it. Now, the first change we're going to go over is her jump light. Her jump light can now be pressed 3 different times, and you can spam it now. As you can see, you can spam it 3 times now in the air. Now, this may not look like nothing, but it actually is really good. It's actually kind of insane. I'm not even going to lie. It's actually kind of cracked. It's actually kind of cracked. So, I think of this as more of an anti-air option on, if anything, then just I can just press this on somebody, right? I think that's what it's built for, is an anti-air option. Before, if you tried to use this as an anti-air option, you're kind of just be selling your pressure. But now I feel like this would give you a lot. Like you can get a lot off of this now. And I'm just going over a few things about it. So I will say the downside about this is that you can't get a combo off of it. Like it's really situational, and you getting a combo off of it, like you can't get a combo off of it. It's actually not possible to get a combo off of this. I think you can't special cancel it or anything like that. You can, well, you kind of can delay. You kind of can delay it, but it's like yeah, nah, you can't really delay it too much to where you can get on the ground and actually get a combo started. It's pretty weird to say the least, but it has its uses, right? Now, I'm gonna put the dummy on block. Okay, you ready? See this? It's plus. Okay, you didn't see it because I have him on counterattack. Let's take this off. All right. It's +3. Now, it doesn't matter when you time it. It can be right here. You're still plus. You're still plus. Right? You're still plus. Every single point you jump, as long as you're hitting at least 2 of them, they're plus every single time. It's actually insane. Now, to show that this is actually plus, of course, I'm at the dummy on attack, and I'm gonna press wait for the dummy. You see, it's plus. I think that's actually a really good change for 2B. She actually has a really good anti-air option. Actually, they pretty much gave her 2 different anti-air options this patch. We'll go over that one in a little bit, but this one is really good. On block, like it's your turn always. Like if somebody's in the air and they're blocking, it's always going to be your turn, no matter what. Unless that happens, right? But if you can get all 3 of these to connect, it will always be your turn, no matter what. Now I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can't press medium. You can only do down light and stand light to really get your turn. See, I put stand light. Down light. I fucked it up, but you can get down light like that. All right. So pretty much on block, this is actually really insane, and I actually think this is like one of the best things 2B could have gotten. Because I will say 2B anti-airing was actually like, it just wasn't real to see a 2B do a jump anti-air on you, unless like you had no health to really risk doing a 2H on somebody with like a crazy jumping. So, I mean, she has a crazy 2H, so I mean, you really just go for it anyway, right? But like I said, right, her having that is like really good, and she would definitely be able to strive off of something like that. Being able to get like +5, +3 off of an anti-air and just straight in their face, you could probably get a throw off of this, right? You probably could. I have to lab it out a little bit more. But the bad side about this, like I said, the combo potential. There's like no combo potential in this, like at all. Like I've been trying to lab this shit for forever, and I'm like, I'm like seeing nothing for it. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know if you can get it. Yeah, like, I don't know what you can do combo-wise for this. Maybe something will come out later that we'll know what you can get combo-wise from that. I don't know if you can, though. I've been labbing it forever. I haven't found anything. But I will say, like, on hit, you can do this. You can do a dash in their face, and that'll probably, like, leave you plus something. Let's see here. You can do that. That'll probably leave you a little plus if you just dash in their face and stop. Probably like 2 or 3 maybe. I don't really know, but you're definitely on the advantage on that side of things. Other than that, I feel like her jump light, that was a huge buff for that button because that button was like never used at all. But now I feel like there's definitely going to be some use for it. So that's a good thing. Keep that in mind. Next up, we're going to go over her jump medium. Her jump medium got a active frame buff, and I think it's faster now. I don't remember. But pretty much, this thing has active frames. This is also another really good anti-air button. So if somebody's jumping, you can do that. Right? This will leave you plus 5. It's really good. So you can actually do that now. It's actually insane. Pretty much the same idea as Stand Light, but instead with jump medium, you can actually get a combo off of it if they get hit. Of course, I haven't hit. Why do I have one? In some cases, you could. On counter hits, you know, when most people are doing jump-ins, they're probably actually going for a jump-in. Well, in most cases, you could probably get like a combo off of this, depending on where you are on the screen or in the air. But yeah, it's a really good button, nonetheless. You can do stuff like this after, now, anti-air. So that's really cool. Really glad that button got touched. I don't think it really needed to be touched that much, but I'm guessing they were pretty much saying, stop using jump heavy. You know, this really being her god button right here as a jump-in tool. Realistically, I don't think you should be using this unless, like, and for anti-air purposes, you should probably use this or this, right? But for jump-in purposes, you know, jump heavy will always be your best friend in that case. Right? Not too much to say about that. I think it's a really good change, though. Realistically, it's not the craziest thing ever. It's probably the worst out of all her changes, but it's still really good. Next up, we're going to go over her Pod A. Now this thing has less whiff recovery. As you can see, it recovers a lot faster, and it's actually kind of insane. Because there would be most cases where you would be applying block pressure with your medium button, and they could actually dodge it and punish you for it. Like if you decided you wanted to do this, they can perfectly time dodge that, and you would get punished for it. You would be like -7, 8. I don't remember. It was somewhere around those numbers, -7 or 8, and they could pretty much dash L punish you, or some characters with fast mediums could actually hit you with a medium and punish you. Most of the time, you'll just see them dash L you, right? But now you can't dash L punish them. No, you cannot dash L punish her no more. She's only -5. It's actually really good. Like this is insane buff. Like I'm gonna show you. Like you can't dash L this no more. You can't dash L. It's actually really good. So I feel like it's a good change. You can't medium it no more. You can't light it. You can't, yeah, like, it's really good. I'm so glad they fixed that, because sometimes, like, she really had no real way of ending her block string unless you wanted to waste meter. And most of the time you wouldn't have meter because the mitigating is pretty slow when applying pressure or just doing any type of action in general. So most of the time you're kind of just sit back and let your opponent play the game until you get some of your meter back, or you have to risk, you know, baiting their dodge out, punish them for that, or you have to use heavy here, which, you know, gels into Pod A, so that way they can't really dodge it. Other times you couldn't really end this. There was like no real way to end this unless you use like this, which will make you plus. You could do this right here, which will bait a dodge out. You get a combo from that. There were a few things you could do, but most of them were pretty much susceptible to dodge, and they all pretty much can get option selected by dodge, which is really bad for her. Now, in cases, you can't really option select this, right? The good thing about this, I think, since it's -5, that means you could probably throw out your back unique, and you could probably get a little counter going depending on what button they press. Most of the time, I think they're probably going to try to punish you with dash L, so it's probably for the best that you just respect their pressure. But you can get a little fancy Nancy if you decide they're going to respect you and sit right there and take it. Because they can't punish you no more. So you can actually just sit there and block now. You don't have to worry about getting punished for just throwing this out. Now, if you want to end your block stream, which is really good. I like that change. They did amazing on that. That was one of the things I was asking for 2B. Please make pod A slower. Not slower, faster on recovery. I'm glad they did that. I'm very happy they did that. Thank you for doing that. We're going to go over the next buff that I think is the best buff by far. And honestly, it's actually insane. And it's this right here. This right here got a major change to where now it can bounce off the ground. Usually, if you had missed this before and you timed it too late, it won't bounce off the ground and just go away. Now you can bounce off the ground and still hit it. So it's like really good for baiting out dodges. Keep that in mind. It's good for baiting out dodges. Now, a lot of times when you did your 2B pressure and you would do something like this and this, they can actually punish you for this. You're -7 and they're right in your face. They can punish you for this. So most of the time it was really bad to do this. Sometimes you have to mix up your pressure and do that. Probably like bait out a dodge or something. You know? So you can't really get the plus frames off of this because they can just option select dodge it. And it was like really bad to deal with. But now you can actually do that. It's really good. You can just heavy, hold light, and then it's gonna bounce back up, and you're gonna be able to hit them. It's not that crazy the hard time either. It takes a little bit of practice, but and you get a punish, so you can actually get a combo from this. I don't know the optimal yet, but it's really good. You get a punish from it, so they have to respect this now. I think. What can they do? They could probably dash L punish this. There's probably a few ways you can punish it. I think it can be punished if you're just trying to hold it down. Yeah, charge it up in their face like this. I think there are ways to punish it. Of course, you could get punished for trying to do that. But in most cases now, they can't forward dodges and punish you for it. Because in used to cases, they do this. And they could probably punish you for it. Yes, and they still can, of course, but now you can do this, which is really good. I'm actually glad that they fixed that. That was like another big change I was hoping for. So I wasn't really specifically hoping for the fact that they would make this bounce. I wasn't really expecting that, but I mean, it was something that manages to help her get past somebody just evading through her pressure. So it's really good. So dodging through 2B's pressure now is actually kind of bad. I feel like you just have to respect it at that point. Of course, you still can dodge it if you guess right that they try to do this instantly. You can just kill them for it still. But, you know, if they decide they want to hold this, yeah, you're going to die for it. You're going to die for it. It's really good. I'm glad they fixed that. That, by far, in my personal opinion, I feel like it's their best change, and I love it. I'm going to be abusing this over and over and over again, so I'm so glad they decided they wanted to change that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, we're going to go over another buff. I feel like it's her second best buff. Nothing too crazy, but something that can really help, right? All her ultimate skill moves now cost 2 gauge instead of 3. All her ultimate skill moves, from her DP to her drop to this, everything used to cost 3 gauge. Which was a lot of gauge, seeing that you use most of it for just getting out as much damage as you can for combos. But now you can actually do combo damage and you can get setups going. It's actually like really good. Most of the time, before you do, you know, when you're doing a combo, you would probably go for your most optimal combo right here. And since you had like 3 to 4 gauge left over, most of the time you will have to either just start with pressure and not go for setup, or just risk going for the setup. Now, realistically, since it only takes 2 gauge, you can actually just go for the setup and you're not really at risk of wasting too much gauge. So you can actually just go for setups, which is really good. And since you're getting it back on string images, you can actually go for setup. Of course, this one's not the optimal setup. You can actually get punished for doing that in their face. But you know, that's just an example of what you can do with 2 skill gauge, which is really good. This actually leads for a lot of combo potential too. It actually does lead for a lot of combo potential. You were never able to do that before. You were never able to do 2 of those and then end it into a tackle. You were never able to do it before, especially going into the stream, which costs 3. You were never able to do that before because the old skill cost 3. So you'd be down short of meter to be able to do it. But now you can. So if you need to squeeze out that little extra bit of damage, something like this, you can. It's 100% possible. Yeah. It's really good. It's really good. I mean, that's a really good change. I wasn't expecting that. I was kind of hoping that the skill gauge did get toned down to a few meters, but it's something that I'm really glad they did because now it gives her a lot more potential in neutral to just start throwing shit out without having to waste meter and get punished for it. So that's really good. Glad they did that. Amazing change. Pretty much all of 2B's changes. What do I think about the changes? I actually think they're really good. I'm actually really glad they gave her some type of buff because I'm really hoping like this character can be really good. My personal opinion, I didn't think she was all of that. People will say otherwise, but like I said, don't take my word for it or anything like that. Don't take me seriously, especially about this game. I don't play this game too often, but I do hope to actually get back into it. So that's why I'm making this video. You know, like I said, I want to be able to make a lot of fighting game content. I know my upload schedule can be horrible, but I'm trying to get back to it. I'm trying to actually make it better. So I decided if I'm going to take the first few steps, I'm going to make a video about 2B and her changes. Why not? I feel like these are really good 2B changes though. I think they're amazing. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think they're really good changes? Do you think they're underwhelming? Do you think these can actually help her or anything like that? Let me know what y'all think. And that's Fuzzy, and I'm going to be seeing y'all in the next video. I'll see y'all. Peace.